Hi friends, how are you? We are about to dive into episode 9 of A Place Further Than the Universe. I just wanted to do a couple announcements and then we will dive into the reaction. So again, the end of July will mark, or even last night before then, will mark the end of Anime Thursday for these two animes. Well, let me rephrase this. By the end of July, we will finish our two Anime Thursday animes. Flashback Camp Season 2, and A Place Further Than the Universe. Anime Thursday, however, will not pick up again until after I leave New York, where I'm having my internship. Now, again, the anime that's going to take its place will be Hibike Euphonium. Now, some episodes might be filmed before I leave New York, however, they won't be really put out until I actually get back home to Delaware, which will be during the third week of August. So I'll get ahead, do some recording. I'm hoping to also put some other stuff up during that time, but I just want to kind of clarify that even though with the other animes, I'm going to be diving straight into the anime that's following for Anime Thursday. I'm taking a bit of a break. There's some things shifting. Superman Lois is going to be brought to an end. Stargirl's starting back up. There's going to be Supergirl's coming back shortly after I think Superman ends. So there's still, basically there's a lot of and also I'm reaching the end of the internship and I have no idea how busy I'll be and what that will entail. So that's why I'm like, okay, for Anime Thursday, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, maybe do some other things, maybe some OVAs or something, and then prep for the next Anime Thursday anime, which is long form Hibike Euphonium, which is a couple seasons and I think a few movies. Other than that, there's really nothing else to add. The show's been a ton of fun. This episode is a bit late. Obviously, I was playing catch up on Superman Lois footage, so that's why. But we'll be fine. Again, we'll still end by the end of July. This show is super cute. It is similar to Laid Back Camp, but it's also incredibly different. Except for some girls and out in nature and winter kind of stuff. Kind of winter, because they're really in Antarctica, which is, winter all the time. So that's kind of, basically how that is. But they're in the super duper cold. Now we're about to dive into episode 9 titled Antarctic Love. Now, unlike the other episodes that follow it, in parentheses, this says Blizzard Arc. So either we're going to get answers to what happened to Shiraz's mom, and it's going to continue that arc throughout the rest of the final episodes, or what, I'm not certain, but the last episode left off with them just starting to they're just south enough. They're starting to see the large chunks of ice, little mini icebergs. So they still have quite a ways to go before they get to where they need to through the ice and the water with the boat. But I'm assuming they're going to kind of hit land by the time they are hit really thick layers of ice by the time we kick off this episode. But based upon the kind of teaser at the end, I think we're going to get some answers about what kind of sort of really happened with Shiraz's mom and, her two friends who were there with her when she got caught in the blizzard and thus died. Unfortunately, when it comes to the Antarctic, it's unforgiving. I've never been, but definitely unforgiving. It's super cold and freezing, so if you get lost, you're pretty much dead. So that's unfortunate, but at least we'll get some answers. That's nice. There's really nothing else for me to say. I love these girls. They're adorable. Their growth, their relationship, it's so cute. And it's kind of a fun reminder that, you can have nothing in common or not know people very well or come from very different backgrounds. And because you have a common goal and just enough of natural chemistry that you can actually create some really fun bonds. And some of them will last only a short period of time, and some, which I'm assuming these girls will be for a lifetime. That's really all I have to say. If you're watching YouTube, there's no sound, partial image, keeps the copyright monsters at bay. There's a countdown timer that you can follow, so you can follow along. Again, excuse me. And then I'm trying to get back into the habit of putting a countdown timer on the halfway point, so you know when to pause and press play again. Of course, if you can't do that, there's a third version below. you can like click and watch. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Okay. Or like how food's our motivation. Oh my gosh, you're awesome. So was she doubling like she she told that guy, leave the underage girls alone. He did say weirdly enough, he said, I'm in love, not I love you, or I'm in love with you. So it makes me wonder if he's just declaring it for maybe the pretty lady that walked by. Or another character. I'm gonna take a bite of my cookie. I made cookies that turned out, they don't look pretty, but they taste good. So I'm gonna take a bite. These are 2 cookies. Sometimes I do things and forget there's a camera in front of me. You got my boba tea. Last episode, I was so enamored what was going on. And not last episode, my previous reaction recording, which was Assassination Classroom, I was so enamored. I was like, didn't say anything. Hopefully, I'm a bit more talkative this time. Oh, the baby. That would be cool. Yeah, very adrenaline. And super pretty. Oh, look at the little toy penguin. Think you could protect me? What kind of... You could just die. What kind of sub boy is this? They could protect me? What? I love this. This is great. Oh, that's why he went up and confessed to her. 10 years, but she probably doesn't know her that well. Oh, of the high school girls? Oh. Yeah. I love her. She's so awesome. Oh, don't do that. That's so invasive. Oh, he's not gonna help you, you idiot. Go back to your room. Soft serve day. Oh, flashbacks! This is awesome! Oh, even then. It's just definitely a strange woman for sure. They're so invasive. Well, I mean, they're high school girls. What would you expect? Host of Love Live by now. My roommates are so freaking loud. Like, inside voice. Inside voice. God. Because that was different matter. Asking about her love life, my gosh. They both love penguins. That's so cute. And they know the truth. That's not. She's not winning. Oh, wow. I like this like beautiful put together woman. Like I like when she gets frazzled. It's very funny. What? And your love life? Oh my gosh, your ears are big. She's beautiful the way she is. Leave it alone. Nope. Like a cloud. Someone like a cloud. He knows his clouds. Oh, he is not. So someone that's always there for her? Not you, buddy. He's smart, but he's kind of dense, isn't he? How does he know about it? I like how he's like the captain of the ship and she's like the captain of the expedition, but he's like supporting her in a lot of different ways. Ooh, yeah. Jumping real quick actually kind of hurt. Oh my gosh, she's like double. Oh, I forget what it's called. It's like the double tapping or something like that. Penguins. Oh, penguin. When I say it in Japanese is so cute. Buddy, lighten the weight if you're doing leg extensions, quad extensions. Alright, pause there real quick. That's absolutely adorable. So, someone who's always there. So, Shiraz understands what's going on. I have some interesting suspicions about some things. I'm curious to see if they'll be confirmed or denied by the end of this episode. But I do like kind of enjoy getting a little bit of that background into her, just like a smidge, not enough. It's like always a taste. And I'm assuming that as like things move forward, we'll get like a little bit more and more taste. But it's kind of interesting that for some reason she thinks like her mom is still out there. But I'm like, this is the Antarctic. She isn't just like holding down. Okay, it's been it's been a long time since it happened, like a really really long time. So she's not alive, which is sad, but she's holding on to this kind of unattainable hope. So she's kind of needs a little bit of reality. I'm sure that'll happen eventually. A little bit of reality will come back into Shiraz's thing. So freaking loud. Anyway, let's dive into the second half of the episode. There's nothing else to say. It's been a fun episode. But they do need to talk eventually. Let's dive into the second half of the episode. No. Flashback. She needs your spirit. She's so bad with kids. What's wrong with her? What are they doing? Why are they eavesdropping? This is none of their business. She's surprised by that, and that's good. That's a good thing to say. Well, I mean, the logical part of her probably feels that way, but probably not. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not going to the shrine, not doing any of that. Acting she's not dead. She didn't really mourn her then. Ooh, I think they hit a big chunk of ice. Fast ice. Ooh. Fast ice? Or just really thick ice? Dang. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, oh, interesting what they're doing. What they have to do to, like, break the ice and move forward. That's cool. And it's super scary. Chill. Yeah. Heck yeah. Nice. Oh. Really? I didn't know about this part. No. So they were. Oh, that hasn't changed? Yes, World War II isn't that far back, but still. Like, who decided that? Was that the UN? Or. Oh, I think that happened after World War II. That was created after that. That's really, really cool. This is cool. I was cool getting the modern stuff and flashbacks, like telling the story at the same time. Cool. Is that salt or is that nice? Or is that just like water, like hot water they're pushing through or something? This is cool. Was that a flashback to like Shirosa's mom? Cool. Yeah. Oh, they were cheering. Yes, they got it. They figured it out. They did it. The jumping rope thing. Don't. Oh, she's coming. Yeah. I do love the name of the boat, Penguin Manju. It's really cute. You think after all this time that would change, that they would allow Japan more than that. I mean, I don't know when they make... Oh, their hats are all different and cute. Oh, a brief stop. 5 meters. Wow, they can't really go very far. It makes sense, even though it's like thick ice. It could also have thin parts. And who knows how deep it could go, like caverns underneath there. Yeah, it is. Sheets and sheets of ice, guys. And cold to death. And strange beauty, too. Oh, this is interesting. Like the footsteps thing. I like how they all have different hats. Oh, I knew it. I knew she was gonna grab her hand. Nice. Oh, nice. That was cool. Careful if you guys cry. Tears might freeze. And there goes Shirasa. I knew she was gonna cry. Never mind, spite. That's right. That's so cool. I love that. Mm. Well, good to me. Well, some of my suspicions, they weren't confirmed, so I'm gonna keep them to myself. It's just cute. I like this episode. This was a lot of heartfelt like moments for sure. But there was just, I don't know, it was just super duper cute. I loved it. It was sweet and adorable, and just wonderful. This is an episode. A lot of sadness. I'm trying to figure out like the story. I don't know if we'll ever get the story of who Shirasa's dad is and what role he played and who he was, if ever, and all that stuff. And but this is really cute. I really like this. Nothing else for me to say. Shirasa's motivated by spite in your face. The thing about Japan is interesting. When you think about like, I mean, it is interesting, but it hasn't changed in all this time. I mean, I know people who experienced World War II are still alive, who served and who were kids, but still. Well, that was incredibly cute. Of course, your house is motivated by spite in your face. The first thing she says when she finally lands, the fact that they all jump together were super cute. And I love how like the energy of the high schoolers has just like inspired and just motivated them. Again, the thing about Japan and Antarctica is interesting. I keep saying that. No, so that's something I would think about, like wow, exploration in Antarctica and who gets to go where and how much of it, and how was Germany treated, how was Italy treated. This is kind of interesting, and has that changed? Why hasn't it changed? Who gets to say what about that? Like who's in charge of that? Why hasn't that changed? It's just that kind of intrigued me. I was like, it's not something you think about, but there's so much nuances and aspects of the world that you just don't think about. So it's cool about watching not only foreign shows, but also cartoons, especially ones that are kind of based in the real world like this show is, that kind of make you think. The editing of this episode was great. Like the playing with the modern scenes and the past scenes were so sweet. And Totojin and Shiraz, I can't forget her real name, and them to chatting and kind of just having moments and them eavesdropping. Their little hats are super cute. But I like this. This episode was fun. It was filled with some surprising bits of history and technical stuff, which is pretty cool. The interactions were adorable. The characters were great. They were all so fun and cute. That boy needs to get slapped. I just want a strong woman so she can take care of me. What? What is wrong with you? But I guess he likes bossy and in charge ladies. Okay. There's really nothing for me to say about this episode. It was sweet. It was great. It did focus a bit on Shirasa, but also focused on Totojin, Captain Totojin, and kind of, her a little bit, and all of that, and it was a lot of heartfelt moments, and I have no doubt we're going to experience quite a bit more as we move forward, and we get to learn exactly what happened. But I guess she got caught in the blizzard, and Joss's mom, and she survived to a point, but wherever she was just in reach of the radio and she heard her last words, and so she said they were so beautiful, so she must have seen the stars, or she was dying and seeing stars, not doing on that parade. But I'm sure we'll learn more about what really happened. This is, I guess, the kickoff of the Blizzard arc, so we're going to learn more bits and pieces as we move forward. But, yeah. And I appreciate the comedy and the goofy moments. They're always great balances to the heavier moments. I always appreciate that. And I think anime does that really, really well. Sometimes live-action shows, not as much. It really depends. I think you have to be really purposeful and very considerate, and you have to have that humor be natural. The humor that we've experienced this episode has been through the personalities of these characters. They aren't jokes. They're supposed to levity at the moment. They're funny because the characters react how they would react, and there's humor in their reactions versus like a one-liner or another joke. So this is very funny, very cute. I did enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching again. We're going to finish up this series before July, take a couple weeks break, and then the third week of August we'll be kicking off Hibike Euphonium. That will be our only anime Thursday, since the other animes, the Monday animes, will be 2 animes. And who knows what's going on with the live action stuff. But thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies. I'll see you next time.